We're gonna go into the warm-up now.
Alright, guys. I'm sorry to announce that we have to switch overlay. And here we go, boys. Leo, do you want to have the honor of introducing this quarterfinal loser bracket match?
Alright. Let's go. This is loser bracket quarterfinal match between Roa, Tamarillo, Hacky Jr. and Carl. Two French guys, one Dutch and one Slovakian in what is set to be an epic clash. Probably the most exciting loser bracket match so far. I'll make that claim right here. And we're starting off on ranked older than ever. I'd say one of the most, I wouldn't say standard maps in the pack, but there are not that many points that can catch you out with unfortunate transitions or Rammsteins, so quite a fair map.
Yep. And what do we have in the Deadmania Records list? Let's see, we have, whoops, top 8 by, no, we have actually Tamarillo on top 6 there. And then we have Roa on top 8. And then who else? Carl, top 15. And Hacky Jr., as usual, not present in the Deadmania list.
Yeah, he definitely trained offline. Are you spectating in Cam 1?
Okay, Leo, can you take off the first round?
Yep, sure.
Alright.
Okay, guys, here we go. Somebody's obviously at znik's house, so we'll ignore that and go straight into the round. And that that Norwegian distraction, hopefully take nothing away from this first round. Tamarillo in first place, starting off strong, as you'd like to finish. Roa has fallen a little bit behind here, but there's a close pack near the top, all fighting for first place and the 10 points. Carl, oh, would you look at that? Hacky Jr. is flying and he missed the checkpoint and has to go back. He's lost at least 6 seconds there. And Tamarillo, meanwhile, in first place with Carl just behind, although I imagine he'll be looking to take second. But Tamarillo, he clips the pole. That is very unfortunate, and he goes to third from first. He'll be kicking himself for that. And there's a French top 2 here for the first round. With Carl about to take first, and Roa comfortably in second. Although Carl scuffs the end massively. But Roa, it's not enough. He can't get ahead. 102.9 times from both players. Znik has all the girls at his house right now.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That was
You take the second one as well.
okay. Second round going into it. Tamarillo, we're gonna spec him. Hopefully he doesn't throw away any more leads. That would be pretty bad for his morale right now at the start. Ooh, that was Hacky again. Second time he's made a huge mistake. Stop and start. And Tamarillo comfortably in the lead again. He seems to have these starts locked down, but towards the end of the round,
He got the bump! Did you see that? In the middle of the road! It's confirmed. I'm gonna save this round after this is finished. Okay, go on, Leo. Sorry about that.
Thanks for that, Znik. And we follow Carl. He hits the wall. So Tama, even after that unfortunate accident, could be overtaking Roa in the end. Apparently you need to hide your Daddy Rex, Znik.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Sorry about that.
And Roa in first. Tamarillo tries to break through, gets loads of speed. We'll have to have an insane end here to take first. And he risks it completely, but Roa has much more speed and will take first place.
Yeah. Oh man. That road bug from Tamarillo there. I don't know if you guys saw it, but let's see. I'm gonna save previous replay. Advanced save replay. No. Did I save it? Oh, I don't know if I got it. Anyway, we are into round number 3, and we see Roa in the leads, 2 points ahead of Carl, and then Tamarillo and Hacky Jr. are at the bottom here. Any early mistakes? Oh, Hacky Jr. has fallen behind 20 hundredths, Now the blue part. Oh, I think Haki Jr. had to slow down a little bit there. But he did avoid the big crash, so that's good. He might be able to bounce back. Oh, but Tamarillo clips the wall, goes to inside, and Haki Jr. is going to pass him. So now it's going to be the fight here between Carl and Roa. Oh, but Roa clips the border and gets sent back maybe 500ths of a second. So actually Haki Jr. is very close to Roa now, and with a good end he could easily overtake him. Now opting for some wide lines here. Who's gonna get better exit speed? Haki Jr. and Roa almost identical. Let's see now who's gonna take the better end. Haki Jr. going for a closer line, and he will overtake Roa in the end, and will get 2 additional points because of that. So good stuff from Haki Jr. there.
Yeah, good from him in the end. Although I must say that these times are not the nice times we used to seeing from these players.
Yeah.
Seems like they must be feeling the elimination pressure, or maybe they're just tired after a long day of racing. Not too sure about that. But here we go, 4th round. This map being pretty kind to the French players so far. And as we see, Tamarillo, he's in last place, had to release a bit there, I think, to avoid the checkpoint, but so did Haki, so Tamarillo can try and slip into 3rd. Then Roa and Carl in an intense fight here for 1st place. Carl with a slight advantage. Roa, he goes wide, tries to build up speed. So does Carl. Roa getting the better of the turn though, out of the 2. And as we go into this penultimate right drift, into the long left where it's important to get a lot of speed. Roa does it well. But Carl, perhaps a bit more, just a little bit behind. It's all going to go down to the last turn. Carl edges in front, but Roa with more speed. And Roa sneaks in there out of nothing.
Oh, sneaky Roa. That's some good stuff. 10 points, and he's now tied with Carl. And Tamarillo and Haki Jr. tied on 16 points. It's already... They're 15 points ahead, the other 2 guys here. So they are separating, like we had in this other match, almost 2 sub-matches in one match. Oh, someone made a mistake. It was Haki Jr. Very unlucky. So now onto the blue part, the crucial part. Oh, good stuff from everyone. Carl risked it though, but it went okay. Let's follow Roa. He gets the bump on the border, but he doesn't lose. What happened to Carl? Suddenly losing an enormous amount of speed. Falls down to 3rd, and now we're following Tamarillo with the fight for 1st and 2nd. Roa though, having a comfortable lead here. If he keeps it, he is most likely going to be able to secure this one. And yeah, poor exit line or exit speed there from Tamarillo will not send him any closer to Roa.
And there's a real contrast in this match to some of the ones we saw earlier. People were really feeling it earlier in the day, whereas now it seems that people are just, you know, trying to hang on into the competition as long as they can.
Yeah, looks like Sandbot is completely dead right now.
Yeah, Nightbot, where are you? Save us.
Anyway, that was the first map. So we see Roa with 40 points, Carl with 34, Tamarillo 22, and then Haki Jr. with 19. This looks like it's a very French-dominating event. We had 3 French players in the final of the winner brackets, and now we see 2 French players getting off to a very good start in this loser bracket quarterfinal. So perhaps we're gonna see an all-in French final.
That would be great for the home crowd, obviously, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They'd be overjoyed with all the familiar French faces to cheer for. But I really do think that at least one of the players from abroad will make the grand final, especially when you have people like Tween up there, Massa, Saber, all very strong when they're playing their games. So while a French final is possible, I don't think it's the most likely outcome.
Yep. So yeah, this is gonna be Earthquake with a very interesting ending here, where we can choose a risky finish and a safe finish. By taking the risky finish, I think you win 2 to 300s. No, tenths.
Yeah. Tenths of a second.
Yeah. So, Leo, you're gonna take the first round.
Yes, I am here, and
Oh, the daily mining records are not that important. We've seen it before.
I think, based on what I've seen before, I wouldn't say that any of the players, really loves this map. I think Rowe is going to continue to take it steady. Carl, we see just there safing the start quite a lot. Maybe he didn't feel comfortable risking it from the get-go. Haki also dropping down a small amount. Rowe and Tamarillo at the front, both keen for the 10 points. Tamarillo especially should be trying to risk it to get himself back in the game early. Ooh, that Ramstein almost destroying the dreams of Haki and Tamarillo in one fell swoop. But Roa here, he's actually on a very nice time at the front. Peeling away. Tamarillo. Big mistake there, he's out of it. Roa, oh, Roa! He bumps awkwardly off the Ramstein. He goes straight into third place, leaving Haki and Carl to fight it out for first. And it's all going to go down to this finish. Who's going to risk it and get the advantage? Haki with good speed. They both risk it. Haki falls off, and he can't finish. Really unfortunate for the Slovakian, and he's going to be stuck on 19 points. And he will not be happy about that at all.
Oh man, this finish! If you get your back wheels, if they clip the border at the finish, you're most likely not gonna get to the finish line, because you get stuck with your back wheels. So heading into round number 2 there, we see Haki Jr. with the best start, and Carl with the slowest one. Oh, no slide. No slide confirmed. That was a huge one. Sends him back far behind the others here. And now Tamarillo and Roa is having a close battle in the top. And Carl is not that far behind, so he could maybe come back from this. He's taking some risk lines here, and Roa and Tamarillo both slowing down a lot there, allowing Carl to overtake the lead here. So now let's follow. Oh, and here's Haki Jr. joining the fight for second place. This is going to be close. Roa is currently looking good to take it, but Haki Jr. crashes, and they all go for the safe finish. Might have been because of the previous round where there's so many mistakes. Anyway, Carl takes the first position there after some mistakes from Roa and Tamarillo. And then Haki Jr. ultimately ends up on 4th after a lot of mistakes. Woohoo.
So first 2 rounds full of late mistakes and drama here. And who was that?
That was Roa.
Roa making an uncharacteristic early fail here. That English was terrible, but it doesn't matter. Let's get straight back into the race. Haki Jr. clips the wall, dropping down. Not a single round without some big mistakes here so far. Tamarillo's in first, and he really should hold on to this if he can just safe it for the remainder of the lap. But Carl, he's pushing right now. Experienced player obviously knows that he can put a lot of pressure on Tamarillo by just creeping into his view. Obviously Tamarillo with cam 1 will be able to see Carl. Oh. He's near, and Tamarillo, he succumbed to that pressure. And Carl should probably save this end right now. Yes, he will do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as you said there, when you creep in like that, like Carl just did on Tamarillo, and especially with camera 1, you will see very early players who's coming from behind, and that is very distractive. And we instantly saw that Tamarillo clipped the wall. He miscalculated the line, probably because of Carl coming from behind there, losing his focus.
Carl coming from behind, not something you want to do or want to have when you're playing Trackmania, I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Anyway, round number 4, here we go. Oh, someone clipped it, was Roa, and he saves it though. He gets onto the road again, so he will be able to finish and collect those 3 points. Now Haki Jr. is in the lead, and he is only with 25 points, so he needs to take first, or, well, preferably to collect 10 valuable points here, but this is a very close battle between Tamarillo, Hackett Jr. and Carl. This is now coming up to the very last corners. Who's gonna take the risky line? And where is Hackett Jr.? There he is. Carl is now going up to the lead. Oh, but Hackett Jr. gets the bug. And Carl is missing the finish, allowing Tamarillo to take first. And Hackett Jr. and Roa will pass Carl because of his blunder in the end. Man, I don't think he got the angle good enough. He had the speed, but the angle was too wide. And wow, he just completely misses the finish line. Oi, Leo.
Okay, not sure how we can top that round, but we'll try here. The last round on Earthquake by Clement in this losers bracket quarter-final. Close pack to start with here. Oh, Tamarillo, too wide, tried to risk it, but he hits the wall. Did not pay off at all. And Hackett Jr. again in first place towards the middle of the map. He seems to have this start locked down now. Not really making any early mistakes, but he desperately needs to keep that if he wants to continue his comeback. And he lost a lot of speed there. He had to release gas, allowing Roa to pass him and Carl to catch up quite a lot. It's all going to come down to the end once again. Oh, those Rammsteins, so unpredictable. And Carl, he had no speed, clipped the wall. Hackett Jr., can he risk the end and make the comeback on Roa, or will Roa risk it too? They both do, and it pays off for them both. Roa with 10, Hackett with 6, and 2 times with 55 seconds point something. It's pretty decent.
Yeah. Ooh. The points, yeah, it's actually very close between Roa and Carl. So I guess, well, only Tamarillo has separated himself a little bit from Hackett Jr., but the lead here, they're 20 points ahead of Tamarillo, so Tamarillo really has some catching up to do. Is it 100 points limit?
Yeah, it's 100 points.
Yeah. So here we see the experience probably being beneficial for Carl here, while Roa, well, he doesn't have much offline experience, but you know, he's the one and only Indian. So yeah, here we are on challenge number 3, Chinamasta by Luca Buddha. And do we have any impressive times here? Yes, Tamarillo on first with 59 blank. Then we have Carl on top 9 with 59.26, and then Roa with 59.32. And again, Hackett Jr. not in there. So I don't know. Some say he trained offline, or is that true?
Yes, well, when I was speaking to Tween and Kubais, his teammates, obviously, they both said that he was training quite a lot offline.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're Hackett Jr. a bit of the wild card then, because we don't know what he's capable of on these maps.
That's true. So now we head off to the first round of map number 3. It's a 100 points limit, so Carl and Roa is getting dangerously close here, while Tamarillo and Hackett Jr. are struggling to keep up, especially the Slovakian player here. So let's follow Tamarillo. I guess he has the best shot at catching up to the 2 French players here in the top. Let's change camera and remove the demo. There we go. Well, Hackett Jr. is in the middle of the pack. Very close and clean start here. Oh, a very inside line from Hackett Jr. Didn't get as much speed as Tamarillo, so Tamarillo goes up to first. And Carl... Oh, Roa lost the grip there. So now we have both the 2 French players at the bottom fighting for 3rd and 4th. But Hackett Jr. suddenly loses so much speed. Must have clipped something. And Tamarillo is left alone at the top, but Roa is boosting up there, trying to catch up. Can he do it? Oh, that's not the best line from Roa. Well, Carl is actually coming back here with some good speed, but I don't think it's gonna change the positions here. Tamarillo looking to take first, Roa second, and Carl takes third. And the times are decent match times. 59.56 from Tamarillo there. And well, I think some sick times here are like top 3.
Yeah, dot
two?
3, dot 2 is very good. And to be honest, this seems to be I mean, he has the world record, and this is probably his best shot to get himself back into the game. And I don't think he'll need to drive 0.3 and 0.2 times to win rounds, but he's certainly capable of doing it.
Yeah.
And this time, Roa challenging Tamarillo at the top, both with nice inside lines there, getting a good amount of speed. But Tamarillo, critical error, hits the wall, just turned too early there for reasons unknown to me. And for that, he's in 4th place. Roa in 1st with his countryman behind him. But Haki Jr., he's fighting back with a wide line, risking it quite a lot there. And he wants to take 2nd. What happened to Carl?
Yeah, I think it was a landing bug. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's extremely unlucky, but Haki Jr. is not going to worry about how that happened. He's going to be happy about the points. Roa takes 1st place, and Roa now on 85 points, only 86 rather, only 14 away from that crucial finalist mode.
Yeah. And Tamarillo only with 3 points there, so that's not good for him.
Mm.
And that was the 2nd round. And again, we see not the most impressive times, so they are taking it a little bit slow so far in this match compared to what we have seen before. Now heading into round number 3. Oh, Haki Jr. with a very tight line there, doesn't get much speed, so falls down to 4th. And then we have Tamarillo goes into the wall.
There was a smaller
Yeah.
green Rammstein bug and straight to the wall.
And we see Roa as well making a big mistake. So both of them are out of the race. Not sure if Tamarillo is able to overtake Roa, but Carl is now in the lead, followed by Haki Jr. Haki Jr. has to take some really risky lines if we want to catch up and rely on some mistakes from Carl here. Oh, but it's very inside line. He actually clips the platform, so he's going to lose a lot of speed. But he remains ahead of Roa, so Carl
Just
here.
though, only just.
Yeah.
Roa almost making the comeback.
So Carl taking 1st, Haki Jr. 2nd there, and yeah, Tamarillo once again 4th. This is not good for the Dutchman, who was looking so good earlier today.
The reason I think that we're not having many close rounds up until the end is that people see they're behind and they want to risk quite early on.
Yeah.
In the round instead of waiting for their opponents to make mistakes, which means that rounds are not as close as they don't look as close perhaps as they are. But anyway, we're on the 4th round here, China Master by Loka Buddha, and no major mistakes in the start, although Haki Jr. is a fair bit behind the other 3. Wow, those are some fantastic lines, but Roa head on into the wall. Maybe he was watching his opponents and not the track in front of him as he just face planted. Small border blunder for Tamarillo, but he's not going to let Carl pass him. He just needs to hold it together to get 10 points and get himself back on track. But that was a really good line from Carl, who then has a small landing bug and will fall back into 2nd. But this end from Carl, loads of speed, and he overtakes Tamarillo. That's fantastic. I really doubt Tamarillo was expecting that. And he only just holds on to 2nd as well.
Yeah, that was a good race from the 3 players there. Haki Jr. almost able to close the gap as well. But yep. With that, Carl is 1 point from being finalist. And Roa as well, as we could potentially see 2 players being finalists after this round. Round number 5, the last one on this map. Let's follow Haki Jr. He's only with 56 points and a mistake there from Roa and Haki Jr. That leaves Tamarillo and Carl in the top. Let's follow. Where's the hotkey for Carl? There it is. So if Carl just finishes, he's gonna be finalist here. But Roa, very unlucky. He needed to take 1st this round to be finalist together with Carl here. Oh, and so we see a very close battle, and Carl clips the wall, and Tamarillo is gonna take 1st unless something else changes. Oh, and Haki Jr. overtakes Roa. Can he overtake someone else? No, I don't think so. So Tamarillo taking 1st here, Carl 2nd, Haki Jr. 3rd, and Roa with only 3 points So he could have another round, or even 2 rounds more, without getting finalists. So yeah. But, yep. Leo, comments?
Comments on that. Well, I called Carl to do well, but I did not expect him to take first.
Yeah?
I really thought Tamarillo would be able to step it up. He seemed very hyped on Twitter, I have to say, before this match, but things are not going his way. Tamarillo, if he wins this next round, I really think he could bounce back and take first or second. But it's kind of a big ask. I'm sure he's feeling the pressure. He's probably a little bit annoyed at himself for crashing so many times in the last map too. Haki Jr., he looks like he's gonna crash out. He's only got 60 points. He needs to win 3 or 4 rounds to even be near finalist mode, and yeah, it seems to be not his event. But that being said, anything can happen, however unlikely.
Yeah. So now, do you think Carl is going to be able to close it out in the first rounds? Let's look at the Dead Money lists. We see Tamarillo on top 6 here, with 1 minute, 4 seconds and 68 hundredths. Closely followed by Roa with .82, and then we have Carl on top 11 with .88. And then of course Haki Jr. not in the Dead Money lists. So, I don't know, maybe Tamarillo can bounce back on this track if he's good on it. Have you seen how Tamarillo have done on this track before?
Well, when I watched him in training, I don't think it's his favourite map by any means, but
Okay.
you know, I don't think he's bad at it either, so
Yeah.
I think he'll do pretty well on this. At least he's capable of it.
Anyway, this is very important for Carl to take this round. Otherwise he's gonna lose that momentum. So now heading off first round. Let's start a little bit quiet. You know, oh, Haki Jr. with a mistake. First mistake of the round. But he has very few points. So let's follow some of the other guys here. Carl dropping down to third. He's now chasing Roa and Tamarillo. Tamarillo off to a great start. He's below the Dedimania record, but a poor line here will allow Roa to catch up. Might even overtake him. Where is Carl? Oh, he has fallen down, so he's not gonna take this round. It's probably out.
Roa with a bug on the transition.
That's
Tamarillo's alone at the
very
front.
unfortunate for Roa there with that transition bug. Let's see, Haki Jr. might even pass him here, and he will, with more speed towards the stretch. It's gonna be a close fight for second place here. And Roa, he preferably wants to take, well, he's gonna get finalist anyway. So yeah, Tamarillo taking first, and Haki Jr. second, and Roa third. And with that, we have 2 finalists. Leo, 2 finalists.
Okay, that's exactly the sort of round Tamarillo would have wanted, and now he just needs one more to get finalist himself. But the 2 French players are way ahead of him. They just need to finish around in first place to secure a spot in the winners bracket semi-final. And Tamarillo here, he's off to another good start. Carl is just behind him. Roa perhaps feeling the pressure. Oh, and he gets a landing bug, a landing slowdown, whatever you want to call it. He just got it, and he's out of this. Haki Jr. Oh, he disappeared into another car, but he's still in there. But Carl, he could really pass Tamarillo here. He has a really nice wide line, so much speed, fantastic. Takes first place. Tamarillo just needs to fight back here if he wants to. He gets unlucky on the border. That section is absolutely evil sometimes, and Carl just felt its wrath. Tamarillo, no doubt, overjoyed about the mistake, bug, blunder of his opponent, and he's going to take first place here and reach finalist himself. So we're probably going to have 3 finalists.
Oh man. Oof. And I'm gonna be the lucky one to cast it. Oh! Good time there by Tamarillo. Best of the map so far. Wow, this is very exciting. We have 3 finalists and only 2 will go to the next round of this loser bracket, and it will be decided in probably the next 2 rounds, unless Hacky Jr. makes some magic. Anyway, let's follow Roa. Carl, of course, being the one with finalist status for the longest time now, hasn't been able to close it out in 3 rounds. And good start here for Tamarillo. Oh, but he gets small bump. So Carl Jr. is left now on the top. They are 1400.
Don't even just Carl.
Did I say Carl Jr.?
Yeah.
Okay, Carl.
It's normal Carl.
Carl, yeah, normal Carl. And yeah, this is looking very good for Carl. Can he do that? Can he keep it together? Hacky Jr. is chasing. Oh, but not the best line there. Rolla will actually... Oh, and Tamarillo crashes again. So he's not gonna get it. Hacky Jr. as well. This is up to Roa or Carl to take. Who's gonna have the best end? Carl now with a 1600ths of a second level lead. Oh, and Roa hits the ball. I'm in the hole. And Carl can secure the spot to the next round. Very crucial.
Wow, Carl, GG.
Good game.
Can you take this next round as well, znik?
I do?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry, you have to.
Okay, so it's not over, guys. We still have 2 finalists, and Hacky Jr. at 73 points. And here we go. This is round number 4, so potentially one more round. And who was that? It was Tamarillo. He has a border blunder early on in the start of this round, so now he has to rely on Hacky Jr. to take this one, unless Roa makes a mistake as well. Hacky Jr. could be the savior for Tamarillo in this round. Let's follow Roa here.
He's risking everything.
Wow, Hacky Jr. Is he gonna step it up for his not teammate, but Tamarillo? Oh, very risky line from Roa. Roa is trying to...
He's actually on an insane PB right now.
Whoa, and a bump there from Roa.
Everything. I'm sure he's getting a bit nervous now towards the end. One mistake and he's out of the competition. That's how real this is.
Let's follow Hacky Jr.
He releases a lot at the end, but he can't throw this away, surely.
Oh, oh no! No!
And no will take it!
Roa takes it!
God!
Wow! What just happened? Hacky Jr. The pressure. Oh man, he must be so mad right now.
Oh.
That mistake cost him the tournament and also Tamarillo's. They are both out of the tournament.
Oh my God.
And we
Hacky. How?
Oh.
I've never... I just don't know what to say. Tamarillo, he's straight out of the server. Hacky Jr., he must have his head in his hands.
Oh no. That was a catastrophe for the Slovakian player, and together he takes down Tamarillo. Oh,
but we have to say very well played by Rowan.
Yeah, of course.
They were leading right from the start,
yeah.
and it would have been a great comeback if Tamarillo managed to take second there. So, you know, they need to get all the credit they deserve for that.
Carl showing again what he can do under pressure and with his experience. And Roa, well, not most experienced player, but he still managed to keep it together under pressure. Of course, a little bit lucky there that